Hi everybody, this is my video response to Mel, who is Paper Speaks, and she has a challenge to talk about your mojo. Sometimes we lose our mojo of doing stuff, and I would just like to share a few of my things. When usually I'm always in mojo of doing arts and craft, because that's my favorite thing. I would prefer doing something crafty than even sometimes going out somewhere, but sometimes it's only time limited, or there are other priorities which just cannot do it. But there's always ideas and there's always things that I would like to do, and especially when I watch the videos and there's sales going on, or people getting stuff at very cheaper price, and then when I do spend some of my time just going out to buy stuffs, and then I decide to do some project and never get a chance to do it. But and one of my best, I can do flowers anytime, in the middle of night also. If somebody tells me like, can you do me a flower for me, I'm always excited, because I think that's my expertise, I would say. Like, now I don't have to kind of look for any ideas or anything, it just comes automatically to me. So, but yeah, sometimes I do lose my mojo, but not but if I participate in a swap or a challenge, and if I have to do something, I will definitely do. Other than that, I do have lots of ideas and lot of things that, but sometimes I won't just do certain things just for fun. I'll do also, or but just if I'm bored, I will just sit and start crafting sometimes, or I have nothing else to do, I would spend my time crafting. That's one of the things. So, and especially when there is any challenge or giveaways involved, I always try to track and try to participate in many of them as I can, so I can do some projects like that way. So Mel, I had told you I'll be doing some flowers, but I thought, let me do something else. So I made this cute, which I had wanted to do for long time, which I had seen somewhere like this, how to do it, but never got a chance to do it. So this is the way one. I made this mini purse pendant, and this is how I did it. And it's very easy and quick to do. So, and it's I had done before one with in gold and other color, then this silver was the first time, because I couldn't get this I'll tell you in a minute, but this is what I came up with, and I hope you all like it, and I'll show you how to do it. It's very easy and simple. It's nothing much involved in it. So I made this one with another pendant, and then you just attach the chain and the charms, and you decorate the way you want. You can put some dangling here too, if you want. So for this you need this this is the ribbon clamps, and this is 25 millimeter, like this way. So that's on the top, shows like a handle for the purse. So that's all you need. And this I just got it, I happened to see in AC More when they had 40% off on this fundamental findings, jewelry findings, and I had another additional 25%, and I saw this at once, came in my mind, I'll do this thing. So this is what I made. So let me show you how. All you need, I did with the fabric, but you can use I think something else also, but I think fabric will be fine because you can stuff the batting with it. So I have this come up for this one. I've come up this one I tried to make, but it came little smaller than this, and I like this shape the better. So see, it's a perfectly like a purse shape. So um, I have taken this fabric which is like 2.5 inches wide and 3 inches long. So you cut a fabric which is 2.5 inches long and 3 inches wide, 2.5 inches wide and 3 inches long. Then you double it. So you will have 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and then this one you again double it like this way, length wise you doubled it. Now width wise you just double it, and you mark it in the middle like here. So I'm just marking it with the pencil, I mean with this pen. Anyway, it's a wrong side, so wrong side of fabric you will do it like, and then again I'll mark on the opposite side too. This is just I'm showing, you can do it free-handed too, but I find this more comfortable. Now you take this what is a ribbon cramp, it's called cramp, right? So you take this and then you put it this, try to put this one in this middle over here like this, and then you mark here and here, like, you know. So I'll just mark it like that way. So I'll mark here and mark here. So I measured it, this is like 1 inch wide, and then you just do a slanting line from here to here, like, you know, to give it a like a purse shape, like this slanting shape. That's all you have to do. So I'll just go like this way a little bit, and then from here too. So now you will stitch from here to here and here to here. So now stitching is very important because we need to take very small tiny stitches, then big running stitch, because, you know, otherwise this will come show off, like, you know, on this one or something. Another one, no, see, so this one I just took little big so it shows, like, you know, otherwise this one came out so pretty, like, don't see. So if you take tiny stitches, and when you do the beginning part over here, this one you need to kind of because, you know, this edges are frayed, so you need to secure it properly, like keep doing it. See, this is what happens on the camera, like, you know, with the needle and thread, like so you just tighten this, and then you take tiny running stitch, like, so it comes not that so you do this running stitch like this, and then you end this, and you just cut it. Now you do on the other side also the same way. Because if we don't secure in the beginning, then it comes off, and then it's kind of hard to assemble everything. small stitches, and then again secure it. Then just cut it. Now all these extra things will just cut it off, so it won't, when we do inside out, like, you know, so comes easy. Cut a little more on this side. So just throw on this here. Then we'll do it side out. So and then I'm using this thing to like, you know, don't use this pointed thing, because otherwise I tried to use by mistake and cut all holes before. So just cleaning up all these. Don't have to be that pointed or anything, because most of the purses are like, so you got pretty purse shape over here. Now we'll do the stuffing. So I have used batting, but you can use anything as a stuffing, a cotton or old fabric or anything, whatever. So for stuffing also we'll need this one. So you know, the other color like a gunmetal or gold color, like, you know, or matching colors, like you can paint it too if you want, like kind of match it with your accessories or your dress or something. Okay, now so I'm just trying to stuff it. This whole thing went inside, that's why. Just take a little less. You can make it different shape also. I think if you like square or I think rectangle shape, I think only those two shape can come, otherwise I don't know if, but I like the shape of the purse, so I did this one. Take some time for me to, and this small one also, it takes little more, takes more stuffing inside. I have one stuff, but I wanted to show you, like, you know, to stuff everything. I think still little more will go in it. Okay, so you just keep stuffing, like, you know, not too, depends like how much tighter you want and how much loose you want, like, you know, not too tight or not too loose. Like, I think this is fine now. This whole thing is fine. Now I'll put a glue here and stick it so it becomes easy for us, like, you know. So just stick it. Now you take your this, you put it here, like this, and you use the flat nose plier to sew. First I'll start from this end and just press it, and then again I'll do it on this side, you know, try to put everything inside. Then press it here and press this whole thing and press this whole thing, and you got a cute purse. Now this is the whole purse. Then what I did was I took a jump ring and I put this flower charm here. Then I took 2 chain. For this you need you know, the bigger chain is very good. It will look very pretty because this is not like a, what you say, choker or so. It should be hanging below. That looks very pretty. Then the small, but since I don't have it, like, you know, this is all what I had, I just used it here. And then after putting that, I took another 2 chain, put the charm, and I just like one big and one small, like I put a butterfly charm and this doll charm, and then I put everything here, and I put this what you say, small tiny chain, like, you know, this kind of looks better than the bigger one. I tried the bigger one, which doesn't go through this jump ring, but you can put a big one, but this looks better. And if you had a matching this chain too, it will look so. This is all about my you know, mojo, and you know, and when I have to do something new, it definitely gives me mojo, like, you know, it's like my mojo is high when I have to show something new, even besides flowers or something. So this was like, so I think Mel, thanks for what I would say, kind of lifting my mojo for doing this thing. And I did this as a small project to kind of show my mojos also. And what else I can say, like, you know, and I'm kind of feel very like, you know, some people who have small kids and they do shopping and everything, and still they do, I'm just amazed how they can handle things like that. But anyway, like, you know, crafting is my passion, and like I said, it's not my priority, but I enjoy. And for, if I had a choice for some other things, I definitely like doing crafting. So I hope you guys like this my, what do you say, mini purse pendant. And if you have a long chain, like, you know, it'll look pretty. So thanks everybody for watching. Bye.